Greetings. This morning I want to explain to you the story of Jesus Christ in simple terms, okay? And everything that I'm going to say to you is based on my own experience. That is why if you ever get my Bible, you will realize that the Old Testament in my Bible ends with the book of Chronicles, not the book of Malachi. And the reason for that is that the book of Chronicles is showing you the chronicle of your life from birth to death. Okay? And from birth to death, the in-betweens are the things that you would have done. Okay? And so, when you understand that this man reads the Old Testament and had an awakening experience where he discovered that his real identity is his divinity. And at the time, there was the religious and also the political system. And he had to actually go against the religious and political system to really help to uplift the people and to give them a better insight of their true identity. Okay? So if you really understand that, you'll also understand why my Bible, the New Testament, where there was the name Jesus, it's been omitted and there's a blank space for you to write your name, which is I am. Because it is all about you. Now, for someone who have never heard what I'm saying here before, you'd ask yourself, oh, I didn't have a virgin birth. But I can tell you that I experienced the virgin birth. And it is a sign. If you read Isaiah 7:14, you see that it is a sign. Okay? And it is a sign of a man actually giving birth. But it is not a physical birth. And that's where most people get trapped, because they only been taught to understand the Bible on one level, which is just the physical level. So they keep you in the physical realm, dwelling on the five senses only. But when you understand that you're physical, you're psychological, and you're spiritual, you would realize that there can be a physical birth, there could be a psychological birth, and there can be a spiritual birth. But everything starts from spirit. Okay. And so the aeroplane, the cell phone, the vehicle, electricity, all of these things, that is of great importance to all of humanity. They are spiritual and been manifest in the physical three-dimensional world to help all of us. And so when you understand that the Christ consciousness, the Christ mind, or the mind of Christ, because you're told to let this mind be in you. Okay, and it tell you when you have that mind, you will also humble yourself like a man. Though you know your true identity is your divinity, and you will be able to die, okay, and face your own crucifixion, which is the death on this body. This is the cross on which you shall die, okay? So my brother and my sisters, in short, I'm saying to you that true salvation is actually self-realization, and it is teaching you the story of a self-realized man, a self-actualized man, a man who comes to know his true identity, a man who wakes out of the dream, and a man who knows that truly you have to experience the birth from within. That is why St. John chapter 3 give you the key, but many people miss it. That's why he told the religious minds, because Nicodemus is just a symbol. It's not really a literal one man who existed thousands of years ago, you know. No, it represents the religious mind. And he corrects the religious mind, and he says to the religious mind of the day, which I am doing right now, because there's only now, there's no past, okay, and actually there's no future, there's only now. Could you say yesterday and yesterday? Could you say tomorrow and tomorrow? No, there's only night and day, okay, darkness and light. It's just one cycle happening all the time, okay. If you never look at the movie called the Truman Show. You must look at it, okay? So he correct the religious mind of the day, okay, called Nicodemus, okay? And he say, we speak of that which we know. I'm a witness. I'm speaking from experience. Because when I had the birth from within, and I had the birth from the skull, no one was there to experience it but me. So it's personal, okay? And when I wake up in the morning and the woman who was sleeping next to on the bed, when I asked her about the great earthquake, she asked me what earthquake I talking about, because at the time I didn't know anything about the colostrum that goes from the back of your head right down to your spine, and I didn't know anything about the fluid at the spine and the fluid at the top of your head and so on. But I did have that kind of experience. Okay, I had the mighty shaking, which is the mighty earthquake, the great earthquake. I awake and find my body to actually be a tomb at the time I didn't know. Okay, I sent like a fiery being, I changed form, and I came out through my skull and give birth, just like when a child is hooked up to the, or like the umbilical cord and so on and all of that. Yeah, and actually one was to pull myself away from it, but you know, I stopped. I started and then sometimes just relax, okay? And I relaxed myself, you know. And then when I tried to look back to see myself and the bed, I was pure consciousness. There was nothing, absolutely nothing, but pure consciousness. I became one with the wind. I was actually invisible. And many times even before that, okay, I would go to bed and dream, and I could actually change myself to become invisible in dreams. People looking for me. And by a thought, I could become invisible and they can't see me and they're looking for me. You understand what I'm saying? Many people could fly and so on. I do that so many times. Okay, but talking about, you know, me changing dimension, changing form. By what? By thought. Yeah. So my brother and my sister, I had those kind of experience. And as a matter of fact, my whole journey started, as far as I can remember, from since I was a little boy. Preachers used to go crazy when they see me. They say, this man is a special man. This man called out. This man set apart. But my preachers used to later, I remember time I had an old Bible. Preacher take the old new Bible and trade for me. Say, but God, just tell me, give this man the Bible, this man is. But I tell you, and every church I ever put my foot into, the altar, they want to put me on a pedestal. They have to recognize but something about this man. Okay? And so, from a little boy growing up, okay, I was always seeking to know who am I and who's God for myself. And so when I was 17 years of age, I was given the rainbow as a halo over my head. Okay, and when I was 30, a man walked from the burning bush that doesn't consume and spoke to me and gave me my commission. And the only thing I was recognizing in the language he was speaking from English is I am. Okay, so I am actually is the same thing, okay, in every part of the world. That's everyone's name, okay? And he gave me my commission when I was 30, and I knew that at a certain time in my life, I would know what is my calling, what is my ministry, and I had to wait 15 years, okay? And I was trained within those 15 years, so when I turned 4 and 5, that's when I started, you know, my work, okay? And so I came to the internet, you know, to teach after I would have been going on the internet and finding all of this confirmation concerning my experience and to know what my experience was really all about, okay? So my brother and my sisters, I could tell you what the story of Jesus Christ is really all about, because it's my story and it is your story too. And you would discover it and you would realize that the Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history. And was never intended to point you to look outwardly. It has always intended to point you to look inwardly, because the kingdom of God is within you. And so right now, many people chat just in the New Testament, reading the New Testament, right? And they never get familiar with the Old Testament and know what the Old Testament is really all about. That is why when people come and speak about the pineal gland and so on, they think these people, you know, New Age people, and they brainwash and they deceive. But they themselves do not know that they are the ones who brainwash and deceive. They are the ones who are persecuting the Christ consciousness, because the Christ consciousness have been crucified between two thieves. One is promising you a good life while you are here, if you would give him your energy, because they harvest in your energy, okay? And the other one is promising you a good life in the afterlife when you die, if you also give him your energy, because he wants to harvest your energy. And so, my brother, my sisters, don't let anyone crucify your God-given power, which you can use to achieve your every desire. And the entire story of Jesus Christ is a man who is providing solution to the rest of humanity. It is a man who knows what is your wants and your needs, and is teaching you how to accomplish that. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what I can teach anybody to do. So my brother, my sisters, what do you need? Just reach out. Okay, you know, some people think, well, you shouldn't charge for your service, you shouldn't charge for your time, because they don't have no money, it's energy. So you want my energy, but you don't want to give me energy, because it's energy. Okay, so when you learn in school that there was a barter system, the barter system never ends. It's just done in a most systematic way. Okay, when people read about slavery, to the thing slavery done, you know, but no, it's just in a systematic way, because the biggest slavery is mental slavery. So when you read the story of Jesus Christ, this is the story of a man who have never been living in mental slavery, because he discovered that real identity is divinity. He understands his mother Mary to be his feminine energy or his feminine side. Okay. So, my brother and my sisters, understand more about your conscious and your subconscious mind, and how your conscious and your subconscious mind works. Understand the Bible from a metaphysical level, from an esoteric level, from a psychological level. You see, right now I'm all over the place, okay? But, you know, if we were to have a one-on-one, okay? If, you know, you would reach out to me and say, man, I see you as my teacher, my rabbi. If you would say to me, well, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. If you would say, well, I've been questioning, you know, my religion for a long time, you know, it seems like something is missing, but I can't put my hand on it. And I listen to you, and what you're saying, it really resonates with me, that the story of Jesus is the story of a problem solver, and I have problems, I have situations, you understand? I want them to be met. You have an issue of blood, okay, and you want healing. You're hungry, and there's only 2 fishes and 5 loaves. You want to be fed. you want to be clothed. You're at a wedding, and there's no wine, and so many guests are there, and you don't want to be embarrassed. That's why I wrote a book called How to Turn Water into Wine, okay? And you know how to use the power to get wine, you know, to turn water into wine. You know how to walk on water, and you can teach others how to walk on water. Come, Peter. You're throwing the net all night, all day. You're fishing, and you haven't caught anything. And here he comes, and he say, children, have you caught anything? Say, oh man, we've been toiling all night, we haven't caught anything. And say, man, I know the reason why, and I'm going to solve that problem for you. I'm going to help you. All you need to do, one, throw the net on the other side. Go on the right side. I'm going to teach you the 153 frequency. People read that and think it's 153 fishes he caught, you know. Yeah, oh, he caught 153 fishes. And sometimes you see some men, how they getting on and carrying on, so they preaching a message, and the people in the congregation, they want to be able to pay their bills. They want to deal with the taxes and all of the different things that Caesar levied upon them. Okay, and they want to live life purposefully. They want to live life bountifully. And they want to bring forth just like nature. They want to be in alignment with nature. And you're trying to tell them that it is wrong to live their life to reflect godliness. Because godliness is you living in your true creativity. Yeah, respect. You living in your ability to create your reality consciously, and you're conscious, and you're a deliberate creator. And you know what they call it? They call it they call it prosperity gospel. Because they don't know how it works. They don't know the inner science of alchemy. They don't know all of these things. And everybody on the internet have their own agenda. So those who are trying to, I think, as a matter of fact, I have to do a separate video on that, right? Showing you about those people who are going against the prosperity gospel and so on. The only thing I'm against is that they're trying to patch the old with the new. They're trying to take new wine and put it in old wineskin. and the time to take old garment and patch with the new garment. That's the only thing I'm against. But to be rich and have as much as possible, yeah, it's very important. And the reason why they're doing this patching and the mixing of the old and the new wine, it is because they don't want to hurt people's feelings. I could understand that, okay? Because they understand people's behavior, okay, and how people act and so on, and how people think. But at the end of the day, honesty is actually the best policy. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I mean to say, it will hurt your feelings for you having a certain belief for so long, and then someone come and, they just, walk upon your whole entire belief system and so on. It's a hurtful thing, okay? And I could understand that. But my brother and my sisters, the whole story of Jesus Christ is actually your story, okay? And it takes one who have the experience to really teach you. And you have to be willing to unlearn and relearn and be willing to reprogram your subconscious mind. And you will definitely discover for yourself that the saving power is within you and that the redeeming power is within you. Some people are going to argue and say, well, okay, there was a literal man who existed 2,000 years ago. Okay, but I know right now, look at me right here in flesh. Are you going to bow down and worship me? No. You're not gonna do that, okay? And when you read the story of Jesus, they never tell you he was a religious man. He never started no denomination, okay? He was never part of the system, okay? He never instruct that you get a little book and you read out the little book and you get someone to repeat after you after they already paid the system some money, and then now you could exchange energy, which is SEX, right? You can now exchange that sacred energy without guilt and shame, because you do exactly what the political system wants you to do. You pay them money, you understand, and so on. So my brother, my sister, I can go into a lot of things, right? But I'm just reaching out to open-minded people, not people who are going to be easily offended because the things I've said, will hurt their feelings because it's not according to their religious program that they was given. So my brother, my sisters, it's all about you. This story is all about you, my brother, my sister. I can prove it. If you get my book, okay, The Secret Vagina, Mystery of the Virgin Birth, you would get some scriptures in it that you never really realize those scriptures actually in the Bible teaching you understand about this sign, this birth, this virgin birth. You see, when you hear virgin, all they're thinking about is a woman. They're not thinking about is a birth outside of sex. They're not thinking because you see, people get so trapped in the physical realm. All the sin is in the physical. You understand? For example, the telephone is the brainchild of Alexander Graham Bell. Not so? Of course it is so. The brainchild of Henry Ford is vehicle, motor cars. The brainchild of Wilbur and Orville Wright. The aeroplane. And I can go on and on and on. Some people argue, well, some of these inventions, they were stolen and this. It doesn't matter, but whose name is to it? We could say, well, it is their brainchild. Okay? And remember, that everything in this world, it was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. And there's no book that can be written that wasn't first a thought, or first an idea, first imagined. Therefore, the Bible had to first be a thought, it had to be first imagined. It's a book of mind science. Also, it's a magic book too. Okay? So when you discover your magical self, man, you start to work all of these miracles. And it's a greater work than these shall you do. Yeah, man. Millions of people around the world, man, you would influence their life. So all the people who are hate and sort the men, like T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen and Creflo and all these men. The only thing I disagree with these men with is patching the old with the new. Because they can't come out plain and straight and tell you the exact truth that there wasn't really a literal man who existed 2,000 years ago with special powers. These powers lies within you, and when you discover you, the man, walking in flesh, you understand what I'm saying? They can't come out and tell you so because they destroy their whole career. A preacher man tried that with over 6,000 people. What's his name again? I'm trying to remember his name. And he lost everything. Okay? I'm trying to remember his name. Even Carlton Pearson. Yeah. Carlton Pearson. Check him out. Google his name, man. Carlton Pearson is his name. He used to sing and so on and teach the Bible. He used to be in company with I think Roberts and them kind of man, Billy Graham and them, those kind of men. You think Billy Graham and Roberts and all of these men, why you think they give Billy Graham so much accolade? Because the amount of people he get to turn to believe in the agenda of you not knowing who you are, and you be looking for outside Lord and Savior with blonde hair and blue eyes, you know. Yeah, man, that victory for white people, that big victory for white people. Bro, white people know I speak the truth, you know. White people hate me, they love me. Because they know it's dark and the truth. They know, boy, that's a genuine black man. that man is not depend no choppiness. That man is trying to deceive the people. The people might think so, but these people know. They know the truth, man. Okay, never see God outside of your image and your likeness. It's stupidity. I mean, it's ignorance. Gina Jennings and them jumping up and down and making a bunch of noise. Empty paradise make the most noise. You get what I'm saying? But people who know what I'm talking about, people who just read, people who are open-minded, people who've been taught from a little child how imagination creates reality, people who've been taught how to really understand what it means when you say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, as he think from his seat of consciousness and so on. The people who understand that, they would love and appreciate me. They would love and appreciate me, bro. So my brothers and my sisters, you're listening to me, you melanated people. It's time to wake up, man. Don't with the church thing. This body, man, is the temple, man. You have to learn to operate this temple. And all these things will be added unto you. I remember when I had nothing. Now I have 100 times more than what I had before. And all I did is change my belief system. My religious belief system. And I never say burn the Bible. I never say throw away the Bible. I just say interpret the Bible in a way that it would benefit you. And to do that, trust me, you have to die to your ego self. You have to stop thinking that you know everything. You will really have to humble yourself. Trust me. Trust me with that. Okay? You have to be able to say, oh boy, how was I so stupid? How was I so blind? And then you'll meet someone like myself on the internet saying to you, don't blame yourself, don't hate yourself. They know how to program your subconscious mind from a little child. So that is the reason why you were programmed. You could change the program, you could change the paradigm, okay? And you could live life on your own terms, okay? So my brother, my sister, I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But, you know, I've been so happy, so much fun reaching out to you because I'm doing this from my heart. I'm doing this out of a heart of love. I love people and I want to see people win in life. And I can't tell you this about you in poverty. Don't make nobody fool you, okay? So I think I'll do another video on the prosperity gospel to tell you the prosperity gospel is the real shit. It's the real thing. But only one thing I disagree with, okay? So if you would like me to do that, you could reach out to me. If you like me to go into the scriptures and show you scriptures you can use to prosper, to get the things you want in life, and teach you how to understand the Bible metaphysically and esoterically, how to understand it psychologically, how to understand it on 3 levels, understand it in its totality. Brothers, remember, you know, you could go to the oldest church back in Africa, you know, in Ethiopia, you know. It's a high mountain you climb to see. And you see all the paintings with all the black people. All the disciples and everything and all of that. But you have to understand it, not just on the level alone. You have to understand the psychological level and start to tap in to your disciples. What will follow you wherever you go? It is your thoughts that follow you wherever you go. And what bring message to you and from you? Angels bring message, right? And take message away, right? What does that? It's your mind. It's your thoughts. Okay. So, my brother and my sisters, this thing is deep and it is sweet. Yeah. It's sweet in your mouth, but it could cause bitterness too, because, you know, they will be bitter against you for knowing such a truth, okay, concerning this man named Jesus Christ. Okay, I normally say, boy, if people believe in this man and worship in this man so much, they'll never worship me. Because they don't believe me. They would never believe me. Okay? But I've come to realize that my real identity is my divinity. I've had the virgin. Everything they say about Jesus, I get all of those different experiences, many different ways. Okay? That's why I don't teach like the scribes and Pharisees. I teach with a certain authority. That's why I say, challenge me. Examine yourself, man. See if you have any faith or not. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Don't you know yourself? Don't you know yourself that Jesus Christ is in you? I'll show you how to discover that Jesus Christ is your power in you. And you use that power to achieve your every desire. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I'm definitely going to come to a close. I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you have never read my books before, the links are down below. They are available on Amazon. Check out the links. If you like to do a one-on-one with me, you can reach out to me directly by way of email, and we can set up a one-on-one, or you can do a one-on-one with me on an app called Feature. And that app, there's many teachers and leaders there, and many religious teachers and leaders are there also, but I am the one there that teaches more spirituality and more about understanding the Bible on all three levels. I teach different than them, okay? And I'm not afraid to be a part of that, okay? App to teach you also, okay? So you can reach out to me there also. And if you like to become a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. But for people who are donating $20 or more, I have a course that I call the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So there's a number of videos that you can listen to where I'm teaching you concerning the Inner Sun Science and Technology, okay, to create your reality consciously. Whereby the Bible says that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing with you withhold from you. I want you to get all the good things in life, bro. And in Malachi 1, we say the Son of Righteousness shall arise in you. The S-U-N, no S-O-N, not about you know, the S-U-N of righteousness shall arise in you with what? Healing in his wings. I bring healing to humanity, man. Once you listen to me and you believe what I say, and you start to put what I started to say to practice, your life can change tremendously. I am bragging and boasting. I remember a guy right in my country, $100,000 debt. He stopped his work, working with the ministry, governmental ministry. And the parents, everybody was wondering if he lose any mind. I stuck with him and telling him make the right decision. And that time he didn't listen to me or hear anything from me, you know. He was watching some white men on the internet talking about law of attraction and all of these things first. And then I said to him, you could listen to those guys speaking the same English language like you, but what they're saying is actually encrypt. It must be decrypted. It must be understood, because it's all in the Bible. They're not going to come up plain and straight and tell you it's in the Bible. They're going to put it in their own different ways, scientific ways and all of these other ways. Okay, and if you do not understand where they're really coming from, you'll never get it. And I taught him, and this guy started believing me, and then he started to get all kind of visitation from the ancestors. All kind of visitation from the ancestors coming to him and so on. Right now, the man is number one young man in the island now. When it comes to selling vehicles, number one, man, selling vehicles like crazy. Now as he start dealing with land and them kind of thing. If people want a vehicle, we sell and all this thing, they come to this man, boom. People testifying all thing. And this man page about how quick they had land that couldn't sell. They had a house that couldn't sell for a long time and so on, boom, bring it to this man. And it's sold in no time, okay? So I can go on and on and on. There are other things I could talk about. So my brother and my sisters, results don't argue, man, and results don't tell lie. But I'm saying to the test. So, as I was saying, if you want to do one-on-one, you can definitely reach out to me with one-on-one. If you want to be on my Patreon community, you can definitely join my Patreon community, okay? So my last encouragement to you is to make sure that you check out all of the links that are down below and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.